Me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. I've never done Instagram Live before, so this is my first time for everything. So
Awesome.
I'm super excited. I was on when you were talking about being on YouTube and watching NAM
Yeah.
vlogs, and I relate to that so much. But I'm so curious to know what video it was. Was it one of the ones that NAM created? It was like the I am video
Mhm.
montage because I know that one was like
Okay, yeah.
big on YouTube during the time.
Um, no, I think do one of your parents have YouTube? Like, did they ever post videos of you?
Some of my family members did,
Hmm.
yes. So
I
from
think it was one.
okay, that would make a lot of sense. I know on YouTube there's like my introduction and maybe my crowning
Yeah,
as well. So
yes,
stumble
I saw.
that.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here and um, just kind of get to know you as well because I've seen you this summer actually. I don't know if you remember running into me, but I was at NAM North, Texas,
Okay.
and I saw you. I believe you were at North Texas.
Wait. Yes, it was backstage, right? That we saw it,
Yeah.
kind of, or was it after the crowning? It was like I feel like no, I did see you. I did. I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Oh my gosh.
we're so busy. I was like, she's got queen duties, so
Oh my gosh, I saw you and oh my goodness, is her name Jada? That's not her name.
yeah.
Jaden. Yes, another yes.
Yeah.
I think another All-American
It was
title.
American Junior Preteen the year before me, I believe. Don't
Mhm.
quote me on that. 2011, 2012, maybe.
Yes. And I saw you guys and to be completely honest, I was kind of nervous to come up to you guys because I'm
No,
yeah, I was a little bit nervous.
I was just like kind of keeping, I it's such an interesting thing being on the opposite side. So not being backstage, just being able to kind of watch in the audience. But it's really awesome to see. I noticed you and Andy and kind of watching y'all do y'all's thing. It was really just kind of like a full circle moment. Just kind of knowing what it's like and then seeing y'all kind of flourish, do um, super amazing things as national queen. So that was just awesome to kind of sit back and watch. So
Yeah, it was so I mean, I wish we kind of got like our little intro, but we kind of have it here. Instead of
right.
talking about introduction and admiring you for such a long time, introduce yourself for those that may not know you, or I mean, I think everyone on here knows who you are, but just
For those who don't know, my name is Megan Mcknight. I am from Galveston, Texas. So I started competing at NAM South Texas since I was 6 years old. I started competing when I was six, and I had no idea what I was getting into. Like most NAM girls, they're like, no idea going in, and then you're just in love after the fact. And so I competed when I was six, didn't know what to expect, and I ended up walking away with the NAM South Texas Princess title. And so we were just overjoyed. It was so amazing. And we were just like, this is so cool. Like, Miss Texas is awesome. And then Lakeisha pulls us backstage and is like, here's your contract. Here are your plane tickets to Anaheim. And we're like, what is going on? Um, and so after the fact, I guess NAM became probably the biggest part of my life. Um, I grew up competing. Like, I mean, I went to nationals as a preteen, won the All American title, and just competed, throughout up until about high school. So I graduated high school, actually went on to study communication at Texas A&M University. And so that took up a lot of my time the past 4 years, but still kind of had NAM in my heart, was really just um, kind of wanting that experience to be able to be a mentor. Because if you know what it's like to hold a title, especially that national title, it's something that you kind of crave once you're gone for a while. So I had the opportunity to represent North Texas as the NAM North Texas Miss in 2021. And so that was my most recent experience competing at nationals, which was so much fun. My first time competing in Orlando at the I Am Pageant Powerhouse. So that's a big it's completely blown up from when I was a national queen, and nationals was in Anaheim. So I got to compete as Miss Texas, had an amazing time, and gave up my title and just have really tried to still be involved as a national mentor to my little mentee, Mila, your sister queen. So um, just really trying to stay involved. I graduated from A&M this past summer. And so I've actually been working my first big girl job for the past 2 weeks, and I fly to Atlanta on Monday for training. So life has been a little chaotic recently, but it's been so much fun. And just always keeping up with my NAM girls, like Jaden. I mean, we're like this if you couldn't tell. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm currently in Houston also. I'm from Galveston, went to college in College Station, Texas, and then I recently moved to Houston this past month for my job. So sorry, that was like
Oh,
word
ooh,
so much, but
yes.
it's
Mhm. And I just want to thank you for taking time out of your super busy schedule, because I know when we were trying to schedule this, you were super busy, and I was like, oh my goodness, of course you're super busy.
well,
So,
okay. To be fair, I was not all that busy this summer. Graduating and then having that break in between graduation and work was really nice. And so I will say that the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks for me has been busy, but I'm not this busy all the time, I promise.
it's
But
definitely.
thank you for having me. It really is an honor, even just being reached out to for something that was so long ago. It
Mhm.
really is a testament to like you become alumni and you're remembered. Like people are impacted by you, and you will always hold that title. I know for you, you have your farewell coming up, but you will always be the NAM teen.
Mhm.
Like always be the NAM teen. So just keep that in mind. It's bittersweet, but nobody can take that away from you, and you will always have that.
Mhm. Most definitely. And honestly, doing this is just so much fun. And something that I just always remind myself is that without you guys, even the people from like 2004 when like NAM
Yeah.
just started, like without you guys, it wouldn't be National American Miss, because you guys paved the way for us and so many more people. So of course I have to pay homage to the people that were before me, because you guys did such amazing job. And like I said earlier, I looked up to you guys, and I'm not joking, to all you guys that are watching, and I might be like, oh, she's just saying no. Like, I watched you guys. I was obsessed. I was on my iPad just watching videos of you guys being crowned, saying, oh my gosh, I want to be just like her. So it just amazes me that I'm literally talking to you. I keep saying this, guys, but when you've grown up in the system and you see all these girls on the magazines, I mean, it's
It's a full circle moment because I mean, same for me. I was a little girl looking up to, um, like the national title holders, and then being able to be in their shoes and actually experience what it's like to um, kind of have that platform. You definitely remember, like, I'll still get messages from girls that I met around the country in 2013, and they're like, I don't remember, but I'm like, definitely do.
Mhm.
They'll send me just it's really full circle, and it's really gratifying feeling. So I mean, same to you. I've watched everyone's journey, and I'm so glad to just kind of be a part of your little series, and also kind of be a part of the end of your year, just kind of wrap it up in the best way possible. So
Well, thank you. And since you talked a little bit about yourself, we're going to get into some of the stuff that you said, because I feel like we really need to get to know you.
yeah.
Uh, a part of this Instagram Live series, I feel like personally I'm highlighting the NIM alumni, obviously, because you guys are like former national queens. And you talked about how you are mentoring Mila, my sister queen. Talk to us a little bit about that, how you were able to have that honor of being a mentor, and what have you been doing?
So my relationship with Mila, if anyone has known Mila, you know that she is literally the definition of a powerhouse. And talk about busy schedule. Her schedule is, insane. Like that girl is doing 3 different practices a night, between gymnastics, tennis, even just I know she has been doing track recently, and so she's just been kind of all over the place, being dragged in so many different directions, but she does it so gracefully at the same time. And so, as far as mentoring Mila, um, it's almost been like a mutual relationship. I know that's weird to say because Mila is a lot younger than I am, but I admire her in so many different ways, just because she is so confident and independent and driven. If anybody knows that Mila was a past national All-American preteen. So not only do we have the same title, but she went back in the same age division and won the national preteen title. And so just to be able to kind of form a relationship with her, build that connection, in a lot of ways, like we relate to each other and just being a perfectionist, being hardworking. Her work ethic is amazing, but it's really been a pleasure getting to know Mila. She's the sweetest and one of the most hardworking girls I've ever met. So, just had so much fun kind of getting to see her personality, getting to see what it's like to kind of like be Mila, aside from the crown and banner. She's got an insane life. She's so talented. And so, um, just to be able to be a part of that kind of national camaraderie still, y'all's group, and get to know like how she's, how her summer tour has went, her relationships with all of her sister queens. It's really just, it gives me a lot of insight on how things have developed and grown. And so it's really just been a blessing to be a part of.
Amazing. I love Mila. Shout out to Mila. If you see this, I love her and her mom and her entire family.
They're really so amazing. And Mila's such just a sweet, fun loving personality. And so I was really blessed with her. Um, I know who was your national mentor?
My mentors are Kylie Long and Serena Salmon.
Okay, both super, super great mentors. I love both of them. Serena, she's also one of the best ever. So that's awesome. You were definitely blessed with them as well.
Definitely. And since we're talking about just mentoring people, I think that's so amazing that NAM has their own mentorship program through the NAM alumni program. So I just think that that's amazing, and I just want to continue. I love like I love saluting the people that I'm mentoring because you guys do honestly so much, especially those that are mentoring girls. So congratulations for doing that. And I wanted to say this earlier, congratulations on graduating college. Um, Actually, I feel like a lot of girls go to Texas
Yeah.
A&M. Like, I feel like so many M girls go there.
So I know, so Brooke
Yeah.
Burkey,
Mhm.
so she was my sister queen when she was actually my All-American princess.
Oh my
And
goodness.
but she just started her freshman year at A&M. So I know a lot of NAM girls are Aggies, which I love. I don't know if you've ever heard of A&M, but it's really big in Texas. I'll just leave it at that. It's lots of tradition, especially with sports, like lots of rivalry with the University of Texas. So I mean, it's fun. I'm wearing burnt orange right now, which is like against the law
Ooh,
at A&M. But I'm an Aggie. I'm an Aggie till I die.
yeah, I love that. And I recently went to, well, not that recently, but I went to Texas for the Shop Lisa Dean little retreat that we had.
I went to
Say it again?
you were
Yes. Yes. I had to think because honestly, that week was just, it was a lot. We were doing a lot at one time. It was super fun. And it was, I think the Uber driver told me that it was like the hottest it's ever been. It was like 115
yeah,
degrees.
Texas experiencing some crazy weather. I think I remember y'all being in Texas, and at the time the sun was just beaming. So I'm so sorry you had to come during the
Yeah.
most weather, but um, it looked like a lot of fun. I saw that y'all went to to, I think, Globe Live for a Rangers game.
Yes.
Gotcha. The Rangers and the Astros are in the championship right now, and so I'm like between Houston. I'm in Houston right now, so I'm an Astros fan. So that's been a lot of fun rooting for them, but a lot of rivalry again. I guess that's the sport. So
Love that. Texas is big on sports. Thank you for letting me know that. So we talked a little bit about you, and I kind of want to switch it up. So we're gonna go straight into advice because I feel like that's something that a lot of people want to hear, especially for the girls that are competing. Comment down below if you guys have any questions for Megan. So my first question for you is, since you were the preteen, and I kind of talked a little bit about this with Lexi, your sister
yeah.
queen, a few days ago.
Lexi?
Oh no, was she not? She was not your. Wait, I thought she was a sister queen.
No, Lexi was the year
Oh,
after me. I crowned Sophia Takla, who was Lexi's sister
ooh,
queen.
okay. Okay, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I was incorrect, guys.
Love Lexi
Yeah.
though. Love Lexi. She's amazing.
So we talked a little bit about just preparation and nationals and how I feel like the preteen title, it's amazing, but I feel like it's also kind of just a weird transition. Like, am I too mature or am I still a child? So can you talk to us a little bit about your preparation and how you were able to still be a preteen while also being mature and youthful at the same time?
Gotcha. I have a really genuine experience, just kind of being the young one in the age division. So this was my first year in preteen, and I'm not sure if you remember, but there was a time where some states, specifically in the preteen age division, were so large that they ended up splitting them into two divisions. So when I was a preteen, my first year in preteen, I believe there were over 200 girls, and so they split the preteen division into the younger girls and the older girls. And so they would crown a Division One and a Division Two, and that for me was super intimidating. I was already just a lot younger, still, kind of figuring out, NAM in general. I had done Princess Junior Preteen, so this was my first year in preteen, which again is a big step up. Um, and so I ended up getting first runner up, which was amazing and a lot more than I was expecting going into it. And we decided to go to nationals, and something that was just, you know, going in, I knew that I was a lot younger. A lot of the girls did look a lot more mature than I was, but just kind of keeping that youthfulness, that playfulness, and the fun mindset. Like, I was there to go and make friends, go and have fun, go and make memories that I still remember to this day, which I obviously did, but really just going into it without any expectations, aside from I'm going to grow, I'm going to use this opportunity to be my best self. And funny thing is I got into top 10 and I was bawling my eyes out. I was just crying hysterically. And after that, into top 5. And a lot of, I believe all of the other girls in the top 5 were 13 years old at the time. I was 11 and I was a lot shorter. And so I just really looked like the oddball out. But the thing was, is I didn't feel like the oddball out because I was there genuinely having the best time that I possibly could and just really soaking it all in. And I think that that's what made the difference is I wasn't scared to be vulnerable. I wasn't scared to cry because this was such an amazing moment that was happening for me. I was really just allowing myself to feel, allowing myself to be authentically me. I was bubbly. I had a huge personality when I was 11 years old. And you could see that on stage. You could see the difference. And, I guess that panel of judges was really just looking for that all American, you know, fun, loving little girl, at the same time who was confident enough to stand there and present herself, in introduction, be able to speak, even though she's been hysterically crying the entire time. I kid you not, just cried the entire time. But um, just maintaining that balance of I'm here, I'm a preteen here to make friends, have fun, and be the best version of myself, but also confident enough to use my voice, um, grace the stage, and just be poised, you know? So there's definitely a balance there, but I have always been the littler one, um, but I don't think that's ever made a difference. They're just looking for a girl who's going to be herself, um, and yeah, just be confident. So
I love something that you pointed out was that you made sure that you were having fun, and it didn't matter that you were the shortest or even just the youngest. And I think that that's something that I wish that more people understood, because I think that so many, especially parents, they think, well, it's a competition, so you want to make sure like your daughter's head is in it and like
right,
she's super. But I feel like honestly at NAM, especially in the younger divisions, like you just want to make sure that you're having as much as fun as you can, you know, because you're so young. And I mean,
right,
honestly, looking back when I was a preteen, I feel like I feel like I didn't even realize that I was in a competition. Like, you know, you're competing, but yeah, like you don't really think about those scary times. Think about, oh, like the friends that I made and like the fun I had at the slumber party, you know? So
yes, that that hits the nail on the head. Just, I mean, the main focus after finale was whose room are we gonna spend the night in? Like, whose room are we going to have a sleepover in? It
yes.
was, you know, I'm not walking away with a crown. You know, it was never that mindset of winning or competing. And that's what I think stands out the most in preteen because, like you said, it's a huge gap. And I experienced that firsthand. You know, I was, like I said, just a lot smaller, a lot shorter. And I had the grace and poise, but I was still just, you know, I was still myself. I wasn't perfect. And that's something that I've also struggled with my entire life is just perfection and, you know, not being perfect, but learning to embrace that on stage. And I really just think that the judges are able to see that. They're little girls, you know, they're not looking for a perfect doll to walk across the stage. They're looking for authenticity and just someone who's soaking in that moment and just full of heart. So, um, definitely biased my preteen girls though. I relate and understand so much that it is a scary transition and a scary time, but it doesn't have to be if you just be yourself and you know really just find fulfillment in doing that.
Yes, most definitely. I agree with everything that you said. And if you're, yeah, I know there's a few preteens watching, so if you are a preteen that's watching or a parent of a preteen, if you guys have any specific questions for Megan, please do not hesitate to ask because she knows exactly
I
what she's talking.
skills and feel free to DM
Yeah,
me, you know, whatever. I will answer and I'll communicate with you. That's probably my favorite part is just building relationships with these families, with these younger girls that are new to NAM, like have no idea what's going on. I was once in your so I understand what it's like and I understand that it can be intimidating, but just to provide that guidance for you because NAM can be something that blossoms these girls and that it does blossom these girls. So just doing whatever I can do, be a resource, be sorry, did I just disconnect?
no, I think you're good. I was listening.
Sorry,
But,
I just had like but yeah, I'm here. Direct message me whenever and I will get to you ASAP.
and I keep saying this, guys, again and again, but I honestly feel like this is only at National American Miss that the, in my opinion, from my experience, that the girls are so extremely welcoming that national title holders are able to say, hey, I can help you. Like, you can reach out to me. So I just want to thank you for saying that because I feel like, honestly, I feel like a lot of times, a lot of us are scared. And I still say us as if I'm not a national title holder, but back to when Kayla wasn't a national title holder, when she didn't even win a NAM state title, I feel like a lot of us get scared so much because of you feel like a national title holder that they have like a superiority over you just because of their title. So I'm just so thankful that there's title holders like you and the majority of the title holders at National American Miss that are able to just be those role models and to just show girls that yes, I have or had a national title, but I am just as great as you are, with and without a crown, and we're all in this together no matter what. So I love that.
Amen. That was really good. Because especially after the fact, I know that past national queens have experienced this, but oftentimes you're kind of put on this pedestal. Um, what is she going to do next? How is she going to do the next time she competes? And it is difficult. It can be really difficult. And just knowing that, like, you are in the same position as every other girl, like, you are all, granted, you did have a national title. It doesn't make you any different. Like, you're still a NAM girl to the core. Like, you are still growing and experiencing things. And, coming back, sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole, but competing years after I won my national title, I wasn't able to win at state again. And so that was something to reflect on, like, even though I did hold a national title, like, that was an experience. And I came back every single year, willing to grow and grow and come back each and every year just because I loved it so much, genuinely. And so it didn't matter about the crown and banner. I came back for the friends, for the experience, solely for NAM, because that's what's so special about the organization.
Yes, and as you were talking, something that automatically popped into my head, since we are talking about relatability and you spoke a little bit about your experience being a national title holder and coming back and not being able to win a state title for a while, which honestly, guys, it is completely normal. I've seen it happen to many people. And like you said, just the feeling that, oh my goodness, like all eyes are still on you. What's going to happen next? What are you going to do? So my next question for you is, especially for the girls that go to nationals in a few weeks or even go to state in a year, that don't place, that don't get that crown and banner, that even don't even place top 5 or don't even make top 20. What do you want to tell them? How do you have any advice for them to just let them know that they're a winner no matter if they win or not? That's a play on words, guys, but you guys understand what I'm saying.
So I definitely do, because I mean, again, I've experienced that myself, where I could go to nationals, not place at all, and then next year I go and I win the All-American title. I will say that my biggest piece of advice is to go in knowing that no number placement defines you. Um, Again, it's cliche, but a different set of judges, a different outcome, you know. So just, placing yourself in that mindset that your worth is not determined by the outcome of this pageant, and really just finding value in the fact that you're developing these lifelong skills. Something for me that I'm still even developing is, not comparing myself. And so one of my favorite quotes is, comparison is the thief of joy. And learning that you are your biggest competitor, not the girl next to you, not the girl behind you, not the girl 20 girls down the line, knowing that you are your biggest competitor and you are here to be even better than you were yesterday. And you're putting yourself out there in every single one of these phases of competition. Knowing that and knowing you were able to do that, you should have so much pride in yourself and be able to walk away knowing that you did your absolute best, and that's all that matters. Not if you place top 5, not if you place top 10, because ultimately you are there to be your best self, It doesn't matter what the judges, how the judges think you did or how anyone else thinks you did. It's about you being out there and really just giving it your all, and just being content in that and soaking up that moment yet again, because you really never know when it's going to be your last time. And so that NAM stage is special. Just take it all in and don't worry about, the value that they place on, top 5, top 10, because ultimately it's about how you feel when you walk off that stage.
Yes, I most definitely agree with everything that you said, especially when you said you don't know when it's your last time on stage, and the fact to just make sure that you're focusing on yourself and that you're having just the best experience, and that a placement doesn't define you. I most definitely 101% agree, because the year that I won the NAM team title, that was my first time ever placing top 5.
Are you?
Yeah, I never did an on-stage question before. That was my first time. This was my second time at NAM Nationals. I went in 2020, got top 12, and I literally lost my voice that
Oh
same
my
morning.
gosh.
That guy's crazy. So you just honestly never know. Like you said, you can go to nationals one year and not even place, and then the next year you literally win a national title. So
It's true.
yeah,
What's you listen to Tiffany, because it is 100% true when they say a different day, a different set of judges, a different
yep,
outcome, because every girl has experienced this, and I am a firm believer in this, because again, like I went and I won that national title and came back, and I wasn't able to win a state title again, which is completely okay. But again, it's just knowing that like your time will come, and like if you truly want something, you continue pushing for it, you continue practicing, you know, making yourself better and better and better, and truly just never giving up, because that's what NAM is about. It's about perseverance and it's about consistency. And again, that all kind of boils down to that inner value that you find in yourself, and not in a trophy, not in a crown or a banner. So
I most definitely agree. And I know you guys are gonna like, you keep adding on, because everything she keeps saying is so good, especially with the when it's your time, it's your time. 101,000%. I honestly know, I seriously agree, because if it's for you, it's going to be for you. There's not going to be anything that is going to stop you. And I remember Amanda Marina told me this, guys. I'm always picking up my coaches. But Amanda also did tell me that. But she did say also, what's for you is going to be for you, but you want to make sure that you work hard enough that
that,
when you get it, that you are prepared for it. Ooh, preach.
that was good.
I know. I remember when she told me that. And that's just something that personally me throughout just like preparing for nationals, I just kept remembering, because like you said earlier, you want to make sure that you're focused on yourself, because of course you're going to, I said this before in the last episode, but of course you're going to compete with great girls, all the girls that you're competing with, whether it's all American, IJM, or even for the red banner. Everyone is fantastic, everyone qualified to be there, but you're also fantastic as well. So don't allow hearing what other people say or seeing how amazing other people do on stage, don't make that like deter you to feel like, oh man, I'm not as good. I'm going down a rapid hole, guys,
So
of motivational speaking.
important though. Again, okay, sorry, we're continuing down the rabbit hole, but one of my favorite quotes, I may not say it exactly how it actually is said, but it's about the woman across the room. So you look at the woman across the room, and she's so put together. She's beautiful, and her clothes are just gorgeous. And you're like, man, I wish I could be, the woman across the room. But she's looking at you as if you're the woman across the room. She's looking at you as if like her life looks so perfect. She is so deserving. She's so talented. And that just goes to show that literally you are just as capable, you are just as beautiful, and someone else is looking at you as if you have it all. And so really just focus on yourself, like uplift the girls around you, and by doing that, like you're uplifting yourself. Um, so I really do think, I mean, we've emphasized that I don't know how many times, but it really is just one of the most important things when it comes to NAM.
And oh my goodness, what makes this episode so special, which I try to make every episode so different, but I feel like what makes this episode so special is I feel like we're really just having a deep conversation, a deep talk about just like mental preparation. Kind of. I feel like this is kind of where it's going. And, oh man, like anyone who's watching this, a contestant or prospective contestant, like this is so important. Like your mentality when you go into nationals preparation, even after nationals, it can make or break you, in my opinion, because I've heard so many times, you could probably add on this, like people that kind of go with that mindset, like, yeah, I'm gonna win, like I have to win, there's no other choice, and then sometimes they don't end up winning and they're like, oh man, like my whole life is crashing down on me. Sorry for a downward spiral, guys, but this is honestly like this does happen to people because there's people that do have those mindsets. So since we're kind of talking about just the people that are just so focused on winning, and since NAM, in my opinion, I feel like NAM is a system that tries to teach girls that it's not just about the crown and banner, it's about the lessons that you learn, the characteristics that you build, the people that you impact. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you can still want to win, but just make sure that you have that positive mindset that no matter what, you're a winner?
I think that goes with being a queen without the crown and banner. I know you're saying that still having that mindset, like you have this goal that you are working to achieve. Um, but I feel like there's traditionally been a gap between physically having a title and physically having this platform versus not having these resources and still being able to impact others as if you do. And so I think, it is an amazing outlet to have this across your chest and to wear a crown on your head, but also just being a queen without it. So still being involved in your community, still building a platform for yourself to um, impact other people, not just with your crown and banner, not associated with a title. Um, and there's a lot of characteristics that you would think of when it comes to a NAM queen. Like she serves her community, she's outspoken, um, she motivates other people to be able to do those things without that title. It kind of is almost like a magnetic force. It almost draws you to the crown and banner, if that makes any sense. Um, so what I'm trying to say is, yes, it is so important to have goals and to act on, things that you need to improve on, like practice, um, you know, build on those skills that you've developed over time in order to pursue that goal, but still being a queen regardless, because ultimately, if you don't walk away with a crown or banner, you're still going to be able to make that impact, be able to mentor girls across the nation, and still be a queen without. So, yeah.
Yes, I most definitely agree. Hello to the people that are still joining. I will say, and I kind of didn't say this before, but for those that did join a little bit late, I will be uploading this on YouTube tonight, right after we end, so that you guys are able to see it. I have been uploading the other episodes because I feel like people have work, school, and they're not able to see it. So I will be uploading it right after this, and I'm actually gonna do a little post to make sure that you guys know that I've uploaded it. Hello, everyone that's watching. Talking about just mentally preparation and how to mentally prepare yourself. So comment if you guys have any more questions for Megan. It could be anything on preparation. Megan is the last preteen that I will be interviewing in this series. I didn't tell anyone this, but she's the last preteen that I will be interviewing.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
The pressure.
the pressure. Yes, she's the last preteen that I will be interviewing. I'm trying to interview at least one All-American and one American in each division. So Megan's the last one. So you had a good chance to do. Um, and like Megan said earlier, you can DM her, text her to connect with her. She is open. I love that about her.
No, literally, you can text me about anything, advice or my opinion on an intro. I will help you out as best as I can, and that's what I'm here for. I will connect with any of y'all. Just reach out to me, and I will be there.
Yes, and also something that I've realized now that I'm older, it is so impressive how these princesses, junior preteens, and preteens memorize these introductions, walk on the stage so flawlessly, do interview. I mean, wow.
I kid you not. I think I said that multiple times. Even just this, I went and visited at nationals last year, and I was just sitting there trying to wrap my head around the fact that some of these little girls had a better formal wear walk than I do. And I'm just like, it is so mind blowing how well spoken, how eloquent these girls are. Um, it is just mind boggling. I can't.
And it's insane because I feel like I was literally watching the intros from like I think 2010, and then I was comparing them to now, and I feel like every single year it's getting better and better. And I don't know what's gonna happen, guys, in 2040.
Exactly. It feels like it can't improve anymore, but somehow year goes by and it's just getting better and better, and the bar is just being
Yeah,
raised, and it's insane. It's crazy.
it's. I mean, I man, I remember one intro. I don't know what year this was, but I used to watch Nam online, and one princess or junior preteen, they had an intro. It was like Little Mermaid themed, and in my mind, I was like, whoever wrote this is a genius. I mean, I don't know. The intros, like you said, they're just getting so good. And I don't, even now that the little girls are literally doing onstage question,
Hmm.
it's insane that they're tackling these questions
Right.
easily. Easily.
I completely agree. I mean, looking back to when I was a princess, fun fact, I have actually always wrote my introductions. When I was younger, my mom and I brainstormed, collaborated together, but even even most recently when I was the North Texas Miss, I wrote my introduction, and that was always my favorite phase. I think, aside from interview, I love just talking, and so it was always so fun, kind of trying to be creative, trying to be memorable. It's really hard when they're listening to 50 introductions at a time, even more than 50 sometimes, to try to make yourself stand out. So I would have loved to have heard this Little Mermaid introduction. I love that. That's so fun.
It was definitely amazing. It was so cool. And have you ever watched Nam live? I mean, no, that's Nam live like on like the website that they have.
Are you talking about like nationals?
Yeah, I think it's yeah. Have you ever like watched it? Yeah, it's something that I just also popped into my head. I'm just saying whatever pops into my head,
Go ahead.
guys, because I'm having um the experience watching it online versus like being on the stage and like looking back at the video. It's just so it's such a different experience. Like, wow, I don't know, it's just weird.
It is.
Yeah,
I have watched it. I want to say kind of the end of my high school years, going into because that's kind of when I was transitioning. I wasn't going to nationals, and so it's definitely a lot different. My heart's still pounding, even though sometimes I don't know anyone competing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't breathe.
yeah,
But it's just an insane air, feeling the energy. It's something that you really can't describe. So, are you still there?
I'm still here. I think my what? I think it's a Wi-Fi problem.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm not the best with all the technology, so
This Wi-Fi is a little weird, but we're good. So my hello, hi Miss, I'm Miss Missouri. Hello, Miss Missouri.
hi, Hazley.
My last question for you, Megan, is: do you have any advice for the next national All-American Miss Preteen?
This is such a special opportunity. Um, it's so funny because I'm 22 years old now, but I will forever talk about this year that I had when I was 11, 12 years old. Um, it's, I mean, it's completely life changing. And so my advice would be to, oh, that's hard. I would say take the time to talk to every single girl, every single family, no matter how long it takes, no matter, if you're in a rush, if you kind of don't have a minute to talk, make a minute to talk because you have no idea how these girls are um, just looking up to you. Like, it is such a monumental thing for some of these girls to be able to just stand and have a conversation with you, to be able to get one of your autograph cards. And so I would just say, not let yourself be too wrapped up in kind of the busyness, the chaoticness. I don't know if we've lost Kayla, but
I'm
um,
still here. My Wi-Fi is being glitchy, like physically, so I turned off my camera. But I'm
okay, good.
still here.
Yeah, no problem. Just making sure. Um, but I will say that that was some of the most special moments for me was when I was just kind of running around like, oh my gosh, because it is a lot. It is overwhelming sometimes, but I think just taking that minute to talk to this girl who's been waiting to talk to you, um, talk to this family who's been admiring you but hasn't had the opportunity to speak with you yet, just kind of one on one. I think those special moments um, are exactly what makes a national queen so special. And in particular, the All American preteen, for me, just having those moments with girls across the nation, it's something that you may never have the opportunity to do again. So even when you're overwhelmed with all of it, like it's going to be a lot, but soak it all in. Take the extra minute to say hello, take a picture, because you'll want to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yes, I most definitely agree. With I've never been the National All-American preteen. Oops, but ooh, I just dropped my crown. I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
No.
Yes, Wi-Fi is being very bad, so you cannot see me. But I most definitely agree with everything that Megan said, although I wasn't the National All-American Miss Preteen, and that's a title that I most definitely wanted. um,
What?
I mean, I was saying this earlier, like, I really wanted to just win, like, a preteen title, because
Right.
that's when I started getting, like, in my opinion, I was like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing. Like, I know what an intro is supposed to sound like. And I didn't. I never won. I won my first state title when I was a junior teen.
Mm-hmm. I think I lost you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, Wi-Fi. I was saying that I kind of still have a sweet spot for the preteen division, because that was like one of the titles that I
It
wanted.
I will say, I know I'm biased, but I really do. To this day, I think the preteen age division is so special. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not sure if it's just because it was the most, near and dear to my heart at the time. But just aside from that, just to see these girls in such a big transitional phase of their life, um, just like you said earlier, it's a really big gap. You're learning what your passions are, kind of what your future might look like, a little bit more in depth, because I know you have to figure that out when you're a little princess. But so many things are changing at this point of these girls' lives, and it really just truly is special, and it was so special to me to be able to be a role model for this age division of girls. It really is just kind of a one of a kind experience. And I am 22, but I will always remember, being an All American preteen. It's life changing. So
Yes, I love it. Well, Megan, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out of your super busy post college graduate new job, having fun. Just thank you so much. I absolutely loved having you. And what I absolutely loved was that I feel like we were able to have such a unique conversation. Like I've never talked about, especially like the mental head space that most contestants are in. So I absolutely loved having you. You are so intelligent and amazing communicator. And in my opinion, everything that National American Miss represents, you have done such an amazing job. I'm still impacted by your reign. I'm still impacted by you today. Maybe we'll see you on that NAM stage again. I don't think anyone has ever won 2 blue banners before.
really,
No, wait, no. I think her name is Joey McDowell. Has she won 2? Wait, no.
yeah,
Her and Emily Ortiz have won two blue banners. Right? I
her and
think so. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I did not think about that,
If
but
anyone has ever won, I don't think anyone has ever won 2 blue banners. I could be wrong. But if anything, I think it might have, no. I think people have won 2 red.
yes.
No. Who's won 2 red banners? Who?
My sister queen, actually, her name was Jordan Flippo. She was red banner teen,
Oh.
and then also Reagan. She was red banner preteen and then junior teen.
Really?
But there's a lot of blue banner, red banners.
Mm-hmm. I see. Come
I
back.
don't know,
I'm
man.
just.
I kid you not. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I'm retiring. I'm going to become staff. There's 3 years, and my moment. I'm becoming staff, and every year it's just like, I think I've got the bug again.
Yeah.
Uh, it's you really. I mean, I it's a situation where you age out
Yeah.
because really just like you fall in love and you can't get away for much long. So
You haven't aged out yet, so I
I'm
don't know,
not.
guys. I might have convinced Megan. Namish has inspired Megan to come back again. We'll see.
If
I'll be rooting for you.
ever happens, you receive full credit for that.
I want my name when you do this speech. Thank you for winning the National All American Miss title. Thank you, Kayla. I want my name in that whole essay.
Oh,
But
that is a crazy dream, but if it ever were to happen,
you never know.
that speech, never know. I Again, you never know. Half the stuff that I've experienced with NAM did not was the last thing I expected, but the most amazing opportunity. You never know. But I mean, you are just, I really haven't had like a one on one conversation with you, which I would
Yeah,
love to have after this. I feel like we have so much in common and so much
definitely.
to talk about. But this was an honor to just come on here. I haven't really had the chance to truly like speak on my preteen experience, my All American preteen title, because
Hmm.
during that time, technology in NAM wasn't huge. Technology was huge, so it is also just so amazing now to like watch you be able to put on a series like this
Hmm.
across the nation to hop on and be able to watch. It's such an incredible platform to be on social media now with your title. So it's just been an honor, and I've loved getting to talk to you.
Yay! Well, thank you. We'll definitely be in contact, and if you ever come to New York, let me know.
Yes, I will definitely hit you up.
Yes.
I don't have to work yet, but I will.
Love it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much again, Megan.
Bye, everybody.